then, and I'll answer them, or...
You please tell me whatever you can tell me about, and then I'll ask you questions.
Okie doke. I started in pumpkins on September the 9th, 2010, along with an assistant manager, Damien. Pumpkins was frowned upon as the company as the worst train station, the worst outlets within the region. The ESP, which is Mystery Shopper scores, were down. The brand standard audits, which is taking into consideration coffee standards, promotional staff, financial targets and paperwork required by the company was at an all-time low, and so was staff morale, and staff retention levels were low as well. So in the first month when I took over, I recruited 8 staff members. We had to dismiss 4 staff members for theft. The revenue jumped in the first month from £6,500 to £8,000, and we've had a steady increase going from September up to November, which peaked at £10,500 for big pumpkin, and small pumpkin then rose from £2,500 a week to now on £5,000. So far this week, in 4 days, we've banked £6,000. Operations-wise, the opening times for the big pumpkin were from 5:30 in the morning, and they were closing at 7 o'clock in the evening. The required times by the company was till 8:30 in the evening. So obviously we had to recruit the staff to make sure that this was staying open for what the customers' expectations were. And baby pumpkin was only open 2 days a week, but we soon managed to require the staff to open it 7 days a week, from 6 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock in the evening, hence why the revenue has jumped so highly. There has been good staff morale now. I think that everybody does enjoy coming to work. There's a camaraderie that occurs every shift. Sickness is at a low. Absenteeism just doesn't happen compared to before. That's all I can really tell you. Anything else?
Yeah, so when you came here, did you manage staff according to the train times, or...?
Yeah. We like to open up baby pumpkin. The first train that leaves is, I believe, 3 minutes to 6 in the morning. However, due to pay unsociable working hours, we open up at 6 o'clock. Otherwise, it just wouldn't be cost effective to open up at 5 o'clock to catch you in the morning.
Okay. Right. And is it like in a day there are some busy periods when staff is needed more because the customers are more?
Yeah, we have things in the company called peak times, which run from 5 in the morning to 8 o'clock in the morning. This is going obviously because it's a commuting station where you can change from the London trains to Bristol Parkway. It's a central station that offers lines to Swindon, Didcot. And then, obviously, in the evening, the peak times are from 4 o'clock till 6 o'clock, which is where the school children are catching the train home, people are looking to commute back from work, and these are the same times for baby pumpkin as well.
Okay. And how do you manage the operations between both the pumpkins? I mean, the baby and the main pumpkins?
Even though it's run as 2 separate units, I try to run them together, so it's not us and them mentality. On the rotors front, I would only do one rotor that states baby on it, rather than, so it stops the confusion, so people can read down when they start, where they're going to be working, in line with who's working on pumpkins as well, so the guys have an awareness of themselves. However, big pumpkin and baby pumpkin are run separately, so when it comes to the end of week paperwork, I have to do 2 complete sets, which is looking at the financial targets and making sure that everything's adhered to there.
Okay. And the drinks and the food that we get here in the pumpkins, is it according to the people who live in Bath, or is it like same nationwide?
No, the pumpkin brand is a brand champion, so they like to think that if you go to one pumpkin in Bath, say, or Bristol or Exeter, the same products would be available at the same price, and also the planogram. So if you look at one fridge, it mirrors that of a Bristol fridge or an Exeter fridge.
No, actually I wanted to know about the variation of the projects, like some sort of project is sold in Bath more, so you get it more for Bath. Is it like that?
Yeah, that depends on your level of business. Obviously, with here, our average spend per customer is considerably higher compared to Bristol, whereas the clientele, probably the average earnings in Bath is higher compared to Bristol, so the clientele is looking to spend more money. This can be reflected in hot drinks specifically. We sell a lot more medium to large drinks, whereas the customer in Bristol will probably go for a smaller drink.
Yeah, and like if you take example of chocolates, I've seen Snickers Dio, Mars Dio, like the bigger chocolates, which we do have in Bristol, but we don't have in Bath.
A lot of that depends on the size of the planogram, as you've witnessed in Bristol yourself, especially in Baby Pumpkin. The planogram, the chocolate display is 1.5 meters compared to the 1 meter we have here. So some products you can't physically fit in there. That's why sometimes you tweak the planograms and they're signed off by the brand standards woman, which is Kerry Bull, and you try and fit it into as possible, you know.
And is it like according to seasons also, the stock is maintained?
Yeah. I could give you a copy of marketing news, obviously, because our period 3 falls in line with Christmas. The products we'll offer now, as you can see on the front counter, are the snowball muffins, mince pies, cranberry and shortbreads, and then moving in towards the Christmas programme, we'll have festive chocolates, even the drinks promotions now will go into festivities.
Christmas sandwiches.
Yeah, you can see that with the limited edition Ginsters. Normally could be like a chicken jalfrezi or something along those lines. Now it's turkey, and then we have a Christmas cracker sandwich, which is festive beef. So,
have you opened the question about suppliers?
No.
So basically, who are the suppliers of pumpkins and how you order?
Okay, we have a system on here called EPOC. Okay, so we go into it. The suppliers we have are DBC, which is a Danish baking company. They supply us with our fresh products, things like the milk, our frozen products, which would be the cakes, and ambient products, which would be things like hot chocolate or coffee beans. Then we have another company who we deal with chocolates and disposables, which is P&H. We have a delivery from them for twice a week, which is Monday and a Thursday. DBC will deliver on a Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And then we have a Coca-Cola delivery on a Friday.
Okay.
So the style for ordering is all computer generated.
Okay, so is this a particular day when you have assigned to order everything?
Sorry? Yeah.
Is this a particular day you have assigned to order your stuff?
It depends on the company, how long it takes for them to pick the order to deliver it. So for instance, I'll do a fresh delivery today with DBC, which would be the milk delivery. That will come on Wednesday, and then we'll order Wednesday for Friday and Friday for Monday. That doesn't change. P&H we order on a Monday for Thursday, and then we order again on a Thursday for Monday. And then we order a Coca-Cola we order on a Friday for Wednesday, and then again Wednesday for Friday. Okay.
Okay. And the working style I've seen a bit different from Bath in Bristol, because in Bristol I think we have to do the ordering every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have to count the stuff, like how much we got in the morning and how much we have remained.
Yeah, the vulnerable count stock we should do here as well.
Okay.
But because of the way the unit was when I first arrived, we just haven't got around to being able to train you guys to do it.
Okay.
That is a requirement by the company. It's like an ongoing stock count.
Okay.
So if there's any discrepancies on, say, when we do our stock count and we're missing a product for the week,
okay,
we keep tabs on it for the next week to see, highlight any theft, maybe wastage not being recorded. So that's why we do those. As for the ordering, because you have pumpkins, upper crust, pasty shop, there's just not enough storage, so it's easy to have a central store for one person to be accountable for the ordering, and then distribute some of the stock, because things like Coca-Cola order will be used in all brands, whereas for us, because it is just pumpkins, it's easier to order it ourselves, just distribute it ourselves. Okay.
And when you joined here, how did you come to know that some of the employees are stealing? Yeah.
You can see this in the cash differences. We check CCTV every day. Yeah, the till transactions. So things like if there's 1p payments put through for a newspaper, you know that they're in the till up. We don't sell a newspaper for 1p. Also, stock loss.
Okay, okay.
You know, so, and witnesses.
Oh.
It's you, bud.
Hello?
No, I don't like it.
Yeah. Is there some main basic difference that you can find between the operations of pumpkins in Bath and pumpkins in Bristol?
Each one's the same. Each one should be uniform, so this should be. They get as close to as possible to each other. Of course, that being that,
Okay.
can't. Not exactly the same as the Bristol ones. You're busier here at the weekends than they are over there. They're quiet at the weekends.
So it's basically according to the staff management. Okay.
So the pumpkins is a big brand. So is it like necessary for you guys to maintain the equality between this pumpkin and the other pumpkin?
Yeah, it's got to stay as close to.
So it's basically equal nationwide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. But only some pumpkins which don't do hot bake.
Okay.
Some pumpkins which don't do magazines because they have a W Express next door. And some which are just focusing on coffee. They become more receptive.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. You have been a great help every time.
Yeah.
Every
Anything
time.
else?
No, that would be just great. Thank you so much.
When do you have to do this?